Hey Cody,
Hello.
welcome in. How you doing, hon?
Good. How are you?
Good. Do you want to? So me and Cody do reads. You're feeling amazing, awesome. Hello there, Cody. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Cody. I am a psychic and medium. I do readings with Stacy sometimes. I did just open a new account. This is a regular account, but I started a new one, Cody the Medium. You can add me on there. It's CODY. I've been doing readings for about 7 years or so.
All right, let's do BJ. Let's
Okay,
let's do him a little read, okay?
sure.
And BJ said 4. Okay.
Hi, BJ. What can we do for you? Do you have any questions in particular? Oh, that's who this is. Yes. Yes, she is. Okay. Wow. Okay, I gotcha. Let's see here. The first thing that came up for me was I was thinking I feel like you've just watched someone leave, and there's a sadness here that I see with this. It's a woman I'm seeing, who's left your presence, physically, I mean. And yeah, I'm feeling that the emptiness and the sadness that I feel like it's left you with. And I feel like there's like a solitude as well. So I don't know if that's literal for you, where you are kind of keeping to yourself and being very solitary after this, or maybe you guys were just spending a lot of time together, and now that she's gone, there's this like emptiness there. But there's something about this solitude that I'm feeling with you in particular. I am seeing her being very much at peace. Not only that, but she's very content and happy where she is right now. But let me see what else I get for you. Yeah, I do definitely. I mean, just from the way this feels, I can certainly sense the connection that you guys had. And it was just like you said, it feels like best friend. Um, okay. I do feel like I want to let you know that she's trying to express that her transition was easy for her. So for some reason she's wanting to make it clear, make it known that her transition was not rough. She's giving me the sense of you need to understand that this was for her. This is how she perceived it. Um it was a gentle transition somehow. So I don't know if there's a concern over like her last moments or how she passed, but she's just wanting it to be known that that transition was okay for her. Okay. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. So she's wanting you to know that you don't need to blame yourself for not being there. That when she passed in those final moments, it was okay and she was doing fine. And things happen like that sometimes. I mean, sometimes it's for a reason, sometimes people um they're just comfortable to go when they do. And yeah, I don't want you to hold on to that, and she doesn't want you to hold on to that either. Sometimes people don't want to feel as though they're burdening their loved ones with that experience. You know, try not to give too much more info though, because I don't want to miss an opportunity to give you some good validation. Okay. Why is it I get the feeling that, so whenever I'm feeling into y'all's relationship, I'm not feeling much presence of anyone else around. It feels like it was you and her. Do you understand what I'm saying? What is this? So are you like the only are you the only child, or maybe the only child who was around? Why is I'm getting a feeling it's you and her. It's you and her. Does that make sense? Okay, I see. I gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. All right, that's what that is. She says that you empowered her um, as a woman and as a mother. I feel like you guys gave each other strength. Um, but there's something here. So, okay, let me understand this better. This is okay. I feel like it's going from you to her. So I do feel like this is you empowered her in some way. Did you like encourage her to do so, like you gave her the bravery or the courage, you encouraged her to do something that she was afraid to do? I feel like this is having to do with gosh, something interpersonal in her life. I don't know if this is talking about like a relationship she was dealing with or something difficult, and you were helping her to like basically stand up for herself. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Okay, perfect. Okay, so she's wanting to acknowledge that, and she's wanting to thank you for being there for her, and for being a source of strength and support for her. I think that was really important. Exactly. I didn't want to say it. Exactly. Against your dad. Yes. She's showing that is exactly what she's showing me. Yes. I don't know if that's like a silly thing. I don't know how serious that was, but she was trying to tell me something about she was standing up to this man and you were a part of giving her the courage to do that. Okay. I'll Okay, I see. Yeah. So thank you so much, she says, for you were there for her and in some way you were helping her through that situation. Okay. And she just wants to acknowledge that. Let's see. I feel like there's maybe one last thing. You were such a source of comfort. She's describing you, she's saying you were her family. You were her family. You know what I'm saying? Like there were technically other family members, but you were her family. You were what gave her that sense of comfort and home and love. And y'all have been through a lot together. There's just a lot of history there. But she's fine. She's doing really well on the other side. She's very happy. She's in a good place, a safe place. Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and just throw in here what I'm getting for you real quick. So BJ, I do feel like you are getting good news. It feels like to me like you're being offered something. And this is something that's really good. Okay. That doesn't mean that it doesn't come without a price, right? And that simply means that you will have the courage to do what is needed. I feel like there's going to be um, a decision here that you're going to make to take a different path. You're going to go down a different path, and it's like I feel all this confidence that's coming from you, and you trusting your intuition. There's a lot of clarity that you're getting in your life right now, and I see you dealing with things and facing things head on. And when you're doing those things, that's when everything will start turning around for you and everything that you're wanting. Doesn't mean you're not going to have, you know, the bumps in the road like normal. That's just life. But when you start making these changes, it's like everything just kind of falls in line. Okay. So that's what I'm getting for you over the next 6 to 12 months. All right. So if you want a little reading, just put up your first name and a number from 1 to 10. I think I was feeling Sarah.
Okay.
TikTok, so Sarah. No, Sarah, and you said number 9. Sarah, do you have a question?
Sarah, I get the feeling that things have been, it's not been that bad. I don't feel like it's really crazy, hectic, chaotic. But I do see that there's been um, work being put in. There's difficulties. I see people having to work through what they're going through. Um, but there's not like I'm not seeing like a massive thing. You know what I'm saying? Work from your end? Yeah. So to me, it feels like there hasn't been like a knockdown, drag out kind of fight where we're having an open discussion about like maybe this needs to come to an end. Is that correct? Like y'all aren't there, right? I feel like you guys, things have at least, they appear to be doing relatively okay. And you guys are having some difficulties and y'all are having to work through some stuff. I do feel like there's definitely, I mean, you kind of already said that you feel the work is coming from your end. I am seeing definitely like there's needing to be some more um, teamwork here, where y'all are both contributing equally to the relationship and the work that needs to be put into it. Do you have kids, or does the other person have kids? Are there kids around? What's going on there? He does. Okay. How about you, Stacey? What are you getting?
Um, so there's a feeling, I don't know if this is about the relationship. I'm just gonna walk through this, okay, Sarah? Um, there's this feeling of holding back, okay?
Yeah. Yes.
And it's like if I let go of this, then things will start happening, but you're holding back,
Yep.
okay? So I don't know exactly what this is about yet, but once you let yourself once you stop holding back and allow yourself to move forward,
Mhm.
that's when something that you've been waiting for is going to come in. Okay. Um, I feel like also too that you're you're taking all these different steps, but you're taking them very carefully, and I think this is more to do with the or finance piece of it, because I see you deciding to move forward with what this thing is that you've been holding back about. Once you decide to um, take more of a risk, that's when I feel like the financial piece of it will start coming together. Does that make sense? It's almost like I see you writing things down and getting organized. It's also kind of like an inventory or what you need um,
Yeah.
to do with career or business. And I'm going to add something in which I think is separate, possibly from all this. Um, there seems to be someone that I don't know if it's a couple, I don't know if it's just a person, but there's definitely something um, that feels like somebody's kind of looking on to you, and it's like they're talking shit. It's like they're waiting for you to fall on your face, and you're kind of in this situation um where you're do you understand what I'm talking about? Am I making any sense at all? Okay. Well, I think you're going to be more going towards business, like making a business for yourself. Okay. It may not mean that it's a brick and mortar type of business necessarily, but it feels more like you're in charge of it. But there's something else where so separate from that, you're in the middle of something. And that's what the people that I'm referring to, it's like you're in the middle of like either helping somebody and they think that you're not doing the right thing. So I don't know if that makes sense. So it's almost like this feeling of waiting to say, I told you so. That's what I'm kind of getting. And I think part of that is a lesson for you to not allow other people to make you feel less than. It's time for you to take back your power. May not be right by them, but you have to go through your own process and do things your own way. Okay?
The last thing I want to add as it relates to your relationship is that I do really feel like you're closeting your emotions. I feel like it's like keeping appearances, like we're trying to just keep it happy, and but we're holding a lot of things in, things that we're feeling, things that we want to say. I feel like this guy that you're in a relationship, I feel like he would actually be willing to work with you on some things, but you're just not speaking up for yourself and telling him what you need from him. Or yeah, so I think if you can just communicate a little more, you might actually get some more. You might get some more from him in the relationship. More. You'll have more of that partnership I'm talking about where y'all are both contributing to what needs to be worked on. And again, I want to say I'm not seeing anything that's telling me that this is not a good relationship. I think it's just that you guys need to work together. Okay. So then maybe what happens is because you feel that he gets mad at you, then you just shut up and you stop communicating.
Yep.
So you can tell him that, but I feel like you still need to communicate with him, okay? And maybe just find a different way to do it and let him know that it makes you feel that way. Let him know, hey, this is too much and I feel like I can't talk to you when you react that way. But anyway, so that's what I've got for you.
All right. Okay, so put up your first name and a number from 1 to 10 if you want a little read. And let's see who we are drawn to. Let's Katie Lee. Katie Lee. You have a question, Katie?
Can I ask also, just really quick, if Melissa is still there? Melissa, were you wanting to connect with spirit? Is this a man? It's a man, isn't it? Yes, it's a man. Okay, I'm definitely feeling a male coming through for you. All right, hold on. Sorry. I felt him like come in, and I feel like he's not gonna let go if I don't acknowledge it. Were you with him when he passed, Melissa? I see y'all holding hands is being pointed out to me. But I feel like I'm seeing someone resting or holding their hand close to the time. I see. Okay. Gosh. Okay. So I want you to understand that that moment is being acknowledged. He was aware of that moment. Okay. And who is this to you? He seems like I don't feel like it's father. I feel like it's more
Husband.
it feels like husband to me. I was gonna say it's like, yeah, it feels is it your husband? He was a dear friend. Okay, I see. I was gonna say he seems too close to you to be father, but there's yeah. Okay, good friend. Gotcha. What is this that he's showing me? Something around his head, like he's wearing something on his head. I feel like it goes. What is the significance with that? He's wearing something on his head. Ah, okay. I gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. I feel like I feel like it's both actually. I feel like he's talking about the hat. Because I don't know, something about my hat and he was pointing that out to me, but also I do think it's relating to him falling and hitting his head. Okay. Hmm. Did you did you pray with him? And he wants to talk
Um,
about he wants to talk about you prayed with him, and then he's also talking about you like cleaned him up. You understand? He's talking about you did something, you cleaned him up, right? You were making him like you were caring for him while you were there. Yes. Okay. He's aware. Okay. I don't know if he was conscious at that moment, but I want you to know that he was aware that you were doing that, and he's saying thank you for that. Thank you for being with him. Thank you for praying with him or over him, and for cleaning him up. Did he have a name that's like not very common? It's like it's not something it's not something you'd hear very much these days, and it feels like a shorter name. I'm not getting what it is. I don't think I will. I don't think I will get the name. Can you tell me what is his name? Is it like he sure did? Okay. What is the name? I don't understand what he's trying to show me. I feel like I see an E. No, I don't know what it is. Reese. Okay, gosh. Well, it's mostly E's in that name. Reese. Reese, E. Yeah. Okay. E sound is what he was trying to give me, I guess. Okay. Well, you know what? I feel like that's all good validation of his presence for you. Okay. I want you to know that he's doing all right. He's on the other side, and he's just so thankful um, for you being there with him. Okay.
Katie's still here? Katie Lee? Okay. So, Katie, I wanted to clarify with you, okay? Because, and this is where um this is definitely a situation where I need to go back and clarify for you, okay? Because your question to me was about a move. Now, I didn't get anything about a move. So I don't want you to walk away thinking that you're not going to get the house that you're talking about. I just was not getting anything about you moving, okay? So that's why I answered no. Um, Now I'm getting something completely different, okay? So it isn't about moving. It's more about a situation with a person that you're dealing with who's not very, this person is not coming across as being receptive. Um, and it's kind of the talking about you having a hard time with this person. That's what's more coming up right now. So do you understand that? It's kind of like he's carrying a lot of baggage with him. And he's just that person who is not somebody, he wants everything his way. You're saying yes, okay. So I wanted to clarify that. I don't want you walking away thinking it's just that your question is not coming up. And that's what happens. Spirit will give you what you need to know, not what you want to know. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I get anything else with this. Right?
Yeah. Mine here.
And Katie, yeah, I don't see him budging. And I kind of feel like because of that, I don't know, you're trying to find a direction to go. So I don't know if that makes sense, but mhm. Hang on a second. Yeah. Yeah. And so it's like you're gathering up your stuff. I don't know if that means you're leaving, okay? But metaphorically, it's like you're gathering up your stuff and you're trying to figure out, even though this is the magician, that doesn't exactly mean that in this situation. So what I'm talking about is you see how he's gathering the stuff and he's got all these pieces of paper. It's like, okay, what do I do? Where do I go? So you're in a stage of like trying to figure out what you're going to do because um, you're hanging in the balance. Okay. Hey Chuck, how are you? Hey Melissa. So, it's time for you to really figure out what you really want. And if you, yeah, yeah, you're just going to have to really do some soul searching for you and what you need. Okay. Hey, how you doing? Welcome in. Oh, thank you, Chuck. That's so sweet. All right. So I hope that helps you. But just know that you know what? You'll figure it out and you're going to be just fine. Okay. So if you want a little read, just put up your first name and a number from 1 to 10. If Cody or myself feels drawn to you, obviously he's gonna mention it or I will. Good night, Madonna. Have a great night, hon. Nice to see you.
Sorry about
Thank you,
that.
guys. Oh, it's okay. No, I was just saying that.
Yeah.
Okay. If it's coming through, it's coming through. That's what I mean. Hey, Ed, how you doing?
Yeah, he was loud.
Yeah, I think it can be. All right, Maxine. Maxine. Excuse me. All right, Miss Maxine, where you at? You have a
Hi,
question?
Maxine.
Hi, hon. Welcome in, you guys. If you're just coming in, my name is Stacy and this is Cody. We're doing some free reads. We're not going to be here a super long time. Hey, Anita, how are you? That's my grandson with my mom. I knew it. Your grandson. Okay, what's your grandson's first name for me, please?
Maxine. You're psychic, Maxine. Did you know that? You see things. And I think I don't know if it's just dreams. I think you have dreams. I don't know if it's just dreams. I think you know the answer to your original question because because of your ability. You know what though, Maxine? I feel like you've had some like upsetting, possibly spiritual experiences, like things that have been um difficult. Do you understand? Well, I know that's not what you're asking about, but that was what came up like front and center for me. So I just wanted to bring it up, and I feel like I want to tell you not to be afraid of that, that you can garner it. You can have more control. Um, and that's what I want to talk to you about. Will your son talk to you soon? I believe, Maxine, that you can communicate. Okay. I believe you can receive, and we all have the ability. We can talk to these, when someone passes away, we can talk to them whenever we want, and they will receive that. Okay. I believe that you can receive back from them, but I feel that you need to trust that you are receiving that from them, because I feel like I said, I feel that you are psychic. I feel that you primarily see, I think you feel as well. And I want you to honor those things that you're feeling and seeing, because I do feel like that's something that you can tap into and accept more. Okay. I want you to be able to trust what you're sensing. Yes. Okay. I mean, it's nice to get validation from other people about, spirit trying to contact you, but to an extent, it's good for you to be able to trust your instinct, your intuition as well. Okay? Because you don't need to communicate through other people necessarily. You can do that. Okay? So that's the big thing I'm getting for you, and I feel like that's honestly what they are trying to communicate to you. Okay. So as far as like, I don't know who this is referring to, but someone with something, and this is along the lines of like health, something that happened to the body. I see something like herniating or bulging. It's not, but it shouldn't be that way. And this is like the consequences of this happening are like major. Okay, so it could be either something with the vasculature, so it that would be like, or okay, vasculature, or maybe the nervous system. It's I can't tell which one it is, but it's something like that. Is there anything like that you can think of that you know of? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying though. Bulging disc in his back. Okay, gotcha. Is that something that's been acting up recently? Yes, got it. Okay. What is that? Um, Come on now. What are you giving me? I just keep seeing imaging, medical imaging, x-rays. I feel like, oh gosh. So it's like either he hasn't had surgery or he hasn't had the surgery yet. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's something that's not been done. They haven't done it yet. Got it. Okay. Gotcha, gotcha. So it's in the works then. There's plans to have it done. Okay. So I do feel like that is going to help, because I'm getting this feeling of there's this thing that hasn't been done yet. And I feel like that's going to have a good outcome. There you go. Well, that's what I've got for you, Maxine.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, that he's gonna be fine. I mean, not everything's going to be perfect, but he's going to be good,
Yeah.
Cody. And I just got confirmation on both of what
Mhm.
we were saying. So,
Yeah, so always, always, always with any kind of spinal surgery, you need to manage expectations a little bit. It's never going to be perfect. When someone has a messed up back, almost never are they going to be back to 100%. So, but with that being said, though, I do feel like it's going to be beneficial for him. But I don't want y'all to expect like the world out of it, okay? But just take it one step at a time.
and not to, I don't want this to sound weird. I do energy healing, so please make sure that you're following me. I recently helped somebody. Now, I'm not saying that not everybody's the same. He definitely needs to go to doctors and do what he needs to do. Energy healing is to work alongside of what you're doing medically. So if he is ever here with you and you guys are here and I'm doing energy healing, then I can try and help him as well. So just keep it in mind. But energy healing is different for everybody. Um, it's never 100% that'll work for every single person. But anyway, okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead. Let's end it here. I gotta
Yeah.
get in the shower and get ready for work tomorrow, and we've been on for about an hour.
Wow.
I know it goes by fast, huh?
It does, yes.
So, but anyway, so thank you, Cody, and everybody. Have a good night. Thank you for being here. It's been an honor and privilege, and we'll see you again really soon.
Yep. Add me on my other profile. Cody the Medium. I'm getting a different one going, so I'm trying to build up my followers on there. Good night, everybody.
Good night, guys. Bye,
Night,
Cody.
Stacy.
Bye, hon.